So I'm here with Pauly. He's the cruise director on the Fantasy and has more energy than anybody I've ever seen and can dance like there's no tomorrow. How you doing?
Good, yeah. Like, this is actually my final cruise on the Fantasy before I go on vacation for a break. So, like, it's exciting, but it's like, it's one of those things that your first contract, a lot of stuff happens. So I'm very, like, kind of sad to leave, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, ready for a break.
So what are you going to do on your downtime?
Actually, I have friends who I've worked with on ships for about, oh my gosh, we've known each other about 6 years, and we always go on vacation together. So we're going to take a little trip, and then the rest of the time, my family lives all around the United States.
Wow.
So we go around it.
Amazing. Awesome. What made you want to become a cruise director?
I actually never really thought about it fully. It was always kind of like a background idea. I was a dancer and a singer for a long time. And basically, I'd always seen it, and I'd always been like, okay, I can maybe think about that. And then it just happened that I was in between contracts, and I was in a rough spot, and there were no dance contracts at that time. And they offered me to try for cruise director.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. And it was a way that I didn't have to lose out on my retirement.
Right,
so
right.
It kind of came along at a perfect time, and since then I've really enjoyed it. So
you do a great job at it. You get the crowd going.
Thank you.
Especially during that hairy chest contest.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody slide down the thing like that before. It was crazy. So how long have you been with Carnival?
15 years.
Wow.
And this is my first contract as cruise director.
A lot of people love you. I've heard lots of great things about you. So what is your main aspiration with Carnival? What do you hope to go from here?
You know, I would love it if I was able to create a show, like an actual dancing and singing show that I could add to my cruise director. There's a couple of cruise directors who have shows, and so that would be one of the things I would like to work on.
Right.
And then other than that, I just love the fact that it's helping me learn how to perform in a different way.
Right.
So for my future, even possibly away from Carnival, I feel like this is really growing me in a lot of different ways and teaching me how to perform in other ways than just singing and dancing. Like now, I engage with people a lot more, and that's really fun and interesting.
That's awesome. So what's your favorite thing about being a cruise director?
Favorite thing about being a cruise director is probably just riding the energy, like getting to be with people, and that moment when you turn around a crowd, like because things happen. Cruise ships are always moving through weather. Things can be a little bit down sometimes, and when you get a hold of the crowd and you're able to turn something around and make it into a better thing, that's amazing. And
I know. I've had it rough on this cruise so far, and you've helped make me smile. So, and that's been. Glad. What's your least
favorite thing? Paperwork. I am terrible at paperwork. I've never been good at it, and my brain just doesn't work that way. Right. And so like that's probably the worst. And also, every once in a while, when you have someone who you're not able to give them like that turnaround cruise, every once in a while it happens, and that's probably the most frustrating thing is when you're trying to make sure that everybody has a good time and you miss a couple of marks. That's always like a thing that you get direct feedback. And yeah, but for the most part, it's like paperwork's the one thing that just
I've never been good with it either.
Yeah.
So what do you do on the ship for your downtime?
On this ship, because it's my first contract, I'm very busy. So I have very little downtime. I like to play games. I love playing games. That's actually the friends I'm vacationing with. That's what we do. We like play board games and stuff. Switch, video games. But I don't have a lot of time for that on this contract. I'm still learning a lot. So mainly sleep.
Sleep in between.
Yeah.
You put a lot of energy out there.
I try.
I don't know how you kept dancing. I was like, do you need an inhaler, boy? You keep going. How you do it?
I think it's from being a dancer.
I don't know how you do it. I was wore out watching you. So, what's your main? Is there a ship you'd want to go on?
I'm really not fussy about ships. I would like to do a larger itinerary because there's more shows you get to do when you do that. But there's nothing like I don't think any ship is better. I've been on so many that you always find the things you love. Like even the Fantasy, she's the oldest ship in the fleet.
Yeah, she's coming up on almost 30 years, right?
And she, you know what I mean? Like she has her quirks and she has her problems, but she also attracts a really amazing group of crew and guests.
Yeah.
Like there's a really good vibe on this ship.
It's like nostalgia type of. Yeah.
And it's nice, and like, but every ship has those things. You just have to find them.
Yeah, like the Pride.
Yeah.
Pride is like.
Oh, I love that ship.
I love journey cruises because I started cruising in '77, back when the Grand Buffet, the gala, was every night, and every hard-boiled egg was a penguin and stuff, and it was amazing, you know. And then only on the journey cruises do they bring it back now. So that's pretty amazing. Well, I appreciate all your time and your energy, and have totally enjoyed you being the cruise director. Everybody's talked about you, and I wish you the best of luck with Carnival. You're continued another 15, 20 years, and on a big ship with roller coasters. There you go. At least maybe you can ride that in your downtime. That'd be cool. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.